So I came across an interesting new word in German recently. The word is Torschlusspanik. What does that mean? Well, we can break it down. Tor is gate, Schluss is close, and panic is, well, you know, panic. So gate close panic, what does that mean? Well, it turns out we have some similar but not identical expressions in English. Specifically, as you get older, you may find that certain opportunities are no longer open to you because of your age. For example, let's say you wanted to join the, I don't know, the military or the police. The time to have done that is when you were a young man. If you get to a certain age, you may find that you're too old for it. And so in English, you can say that opportunity is no longer open to me. Another way of saying that in English is to say that door is no longer open to me, or that door is now closed to me. And now we can start to see the relationship to the German word Torschlusspanik. But in German, it's more generic than that. Torschlusspanik does not refer solely to opportunities that you miss out on as you get older. It's more generic. It means like the fear of missing out on opportunities in general. And as far as I know, we don't have a specific English word that captures that meaning. And I found that interesting. It got me thinking, I wonder how many other words there are in English or German that just don't have a direct translation into the other language. And it turns out there's a bunch of them. So let's look at a few. Auf Englisch haben wir das Wort Serendipity. Serendipity bedeutet, dass man eine gute Erfindung oder eine gute Entdeckung gemacht hat, aber rein zufällig. Es wurde nicht mit Absicht getan. Auf Deutsch könnten wir das als ein glücklicher Zufall nennen. Aber es gibt kein einziges deutsches Wort dafür. Das Adjektiv ist serendipitous. Dieses Wort gibt es auch auf Deutsch nicht. Man könnte zufällig oder glücklich sagen, aber das enthält die volle Bedeutung nicht. Another good German word is Kummerspeck. Kümmern is to care about something, and Speck means bacon. So we care about bacon? No, this Kummerspeck refers specifically to the weight that you gain from overeating if you're going through a bad, some kind of emotional turmoil. Let's say you're going through a bad patch in your life, and so you eat a lot more than you normally would to try to cheer yourself up or try to make yourself feel better, and you gain a bit of weight in the process. In German, they call that Kummerspeck. In English, we don't really have a word for that. We do have the concept of comfort food. That's food that always cheers you up, but it's not specifically, as far as I know, we don't have a word for the process of gaining weight as a result of overeating due to emotional turmoil. In German, that's one word, Kummerspeck. I love it. Another great German word is Waldeinsamkeit. I love this one. Der Wald is the forest and Einsamkeit is loneliness. So Waldeinsamkeit is the feeling of loneliness or solitude that you can experience by going into the forest by yourself. Now my impression is that in German this word is used more in like a figurative spiritual sense, not literally. But because I happen to live in an area with a lot of forest around us, I prefer the literal meaning of this word. You leave the phone behind, you leave your computer behind, you leave all the other people behind, and you go out into the forest by yourself to experience true solitude. Waldeinsamkeit. And the last one we'll look at today is Fernweh. Fern is far away or remote, and weh is woe in English. Woe is very old-fashioned, you don't hear that very much. But literally this is the woe of something far away. What this means is you're longing for a very distant place. It's the exact opposite of Heimweh. Heim means home. So the woe of not being home, we have a word for that one in English. It is homesick. If you're not home but you wish you were home, you say that I am homesick. That is Heimweh in German. But in German they also have an opposite word, which is Fernweh. I'm home but I wish I wasn't. I wish I was somewhere very far away. In English we have the word wanderlust to describe the feeling that I want to get out and do stuff. If you look at the word wanderlust, you can very clearly guess that this is a German word that has been imported into English. It's Wanderlust, the desire to get out and do stuff. In English, you can say that someone has itchy feet. That's a weird one in English, not literally, but figuratively, you don't feel comfortable if you're sitting in one place for too long. You got to get up and move and go do stuff. In German, they have specifically Fernweh to mean I want to go somewhere far away from here to do stuff. I don't want to be anywhere near here. That's Fernweh in German. So I feel like we just kind of scratched the surface of this. There's probably many, many, many more. If you have a favorite untranslatable word in English or German, post it in the comments down below or send me an email. But that'll do it for today. We will see you next time on Lernen und Fahren.